going into Avatar 3, I was thinking, can this surpass the second one? The last movie itself is an amazing movie, but we had to wait like 50 years for that movie. And when it came out, it introduced us to this whole different world in Pandora. So for this third movie to be better than that one, it would have to like really do some crazy shit. And honestly, Avatar 3 is freaking amazing. It's a continuation of the second story, so I wasn't really worried about this being a bad movie. The worst it could be for me is like 8 out of 10, which is insane to have that expectation for a movie, but James has proved himself in the past. So it was interesting to see how each family member mourned the death of the older brother dying. Jake doesn't want to talk about it like a, like a man. Neytiri develops this even deeper hate for humans, and Loak feels a little guilty. Man, I felt bad for Loak because he feels guilty, as well as that scene on the beach with the gun was deep. I am surprised James Cameron went that far, especially because he's a kid. Man, that was really sad. That was a crazy scene. It was nice to see that Loak's side quest with his Tulkhan ended up being a very important part of the story, because the Tulkhan end up fighting. You see how all these humans have come to this planet, and this is a fairly peaceful planet, and now they are forcing these peaceful Tulkhan who never fight, and they have to fight now. When you have humans plus money, it creates this virus. It will never stop, so you have to fight it. You also have the Ash people, which was cool to see, a different look into Pandora and these people who have turned their back on Ewa. We see Spider become able to breathe the air of Pandora. Spider was like thrown around like a ball in this movie. First, he was gonna leave because he had his mask battery requirement issues. Then Neytiri develops this like crazy hate towards humans, which also meant she started to hate Spider. Then he's able to breathe the air, and then he gets captured for research. Then he escapes, but then Jake almost kills him. Give Monkey Boy a break. Every time I heard that nickname, I'm just like, yo, thank God this guy is not black, because that would not be able to be a nickname. Quaritch is crazy, man. Like, I know that guy is your son, but do you really think he's going to like you in any capacity? He is basically Jake's son. Quaritch had some hilarious moments in this movie. For example, at the end when he's fighting Jake on the floating rocks and Spider almost falls down, and both of them help get Spider up, and then they're just sitting there and he's like, well, this is awkward. A lot of funny one-liners throughout the whole movie. Do you guys think he's dead? There's no chance he's dead. Even if he does die, they'll just take his consciousness and put him in another body. Visually, this is still a stunning movie, especially when the Sky Traders come. That was beautiful. For all the people who say movies don't have color these days, well, here you go. This trilogy is all color. One of my favorite parts of this movie is when Neytiri just decides to go full beast mode and save Jake. Like, get yourself a partner like her, because goddamn, she's a beast. Zoe Saldana plays her so well. Even first two movies, I feel like Zoe is like the most consistent with her performance. My one issue with this movie is that the second act here is very similar to the second movie and even the first one. It's the same battle as the second movie with the similar stakes. This time Jake is flying Toruk and Ewa comes in and saves them at the end, which both those things happen in the first movie. So this third act is like a combination of the last two movies, which isn't really a big issue, but it does make the final bit very predictable. Like, I felt like I knew what was going to happen. Overall, I loved this movie. I was sitting in the cinema with my 3D glasses and my pizza that I snuck in, of course, because I'm not paying those prices. And I was just sitting there with a big smile on my face because this movie rocks. 9 out of 10. If he does make a fourth movie, I really wonder where he's gonna take this, because you can't just continue the story from where you leave off in this third one, because I mean, at that point you're just kind of dragging it out. You gotta find something new. But whatever he does, it's gonna be fire.